Hello there, everybody. Thank you so much for stopping by for daily tarot predictions. These predictions are for, what's the 27th? Thursday, the 27th of September. We are going to go ahead and start with Aries as usual. So for Aries, Thursday, 27th of September, what we have coming up for you is the Queen of Pentacles. Aries, what this is telling me is that you are doing something to share your bounty with other people. You may be hostessing or hosting a party or some kind of get together. You may just be, having one person over for dinner or taking somebody out for a meal or something like that. You may not be doing anything so much social as you may be telling somebody that you'll pay for their books for school or part of their tuition, or you're finding some way that you want to help somebody with the assets that you have. And so you're offering those to somebody, maybe even delivering those to somebody on the 28th, actually, is the date that we're doing. So looking at Friday, actually. Excuse me, I'm a little bit behind. It's a good thing Spirit knows what I'm doing. Gotta watch me. So anyway, that's what I see for Friday for September 28th for you, Aries. And I think I said the complete different date to start with. So for you, Aries, you may actually have it show up today just as easily as Friday. There's always a reason when those kind of brain slips happen. Hello there, Ms. Diane. Glad to see you here, my dear. How are you? Taurus, for September the 28th, Friday, you are up next. Glad to hear you're okay. I am fantastic, thank you. Taurus, what you have showing up here is the Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups to me is my Dreamer's card, sometimes even my Daydreamer's card. This just talks about that you're looking at different possibilities that would be nice to have as a part of your life that would improve your life or your lifestyle, your life situation. So this can be something like thinking about, like, wouldn't it be nice if my commute to work was shorter? Wouldn't it be nice if I lived closer to the grandkids? Wouldn't it be nice if da 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 da? So all these things that you're sort of imagining and daydreaming about and hoping and wishing for and dreaming about, Taurus. So that's going to be kind of the theme of the day, looking at in what ways your life could be made better or improved. Thank you for the thumbs up. I do appreciate that. Next up, we're looking at Gemini for Friday the 28th of September. Gemini, Gemini, Gemini. Okay, so Geminis, what you guys have coming up here is the Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands to me is very different than it is in any other deck when she shows up in the set Shadowscapes. For me, in this deck, the Eight of Wands is talking all about letting the universe know what your intentions are, what your hopes are, what your dreams are. It's interesting. First, we have Taurus daydreaming about how things could be better. And here we have you, Gemini, letting the universe know things that you would like to make your life better. Interesting how that progressed. Hello there, Southern Blondie. Welcome, welcome. Glad you're here. Cancer, you're up next for September the 28th, which is Friday. Okay, Cancers, what you have showing up here is the Nine of Arrows in reverse. Nine of Arrows in reverse is telling me that there is some kind of situation that you felt dedicated to for some period of time. And now you are starting to question whether you really want to continue on with that situation at all or not. This can be, for examples, this could be a relationship, this could be a work situation, this could be a hobby that you've been interested in pursuing, it could be your education, could be a particular major, all kinds of things that it could be that you've been really dedicated to, and now you're starting to question that. Okay, so that's for Cancers for Friday the 28th. Oh, look at that big sparkly heart. You guys have emoticons down here. I'm not a big emoticon person. All right, Leos. You're up next. While I'm shuffling for Leos, let me just say, for those of you who would like to schedule a live reading or a recorded reading, which is just a 1 or 2 question reading, or if you would like to schedule a Reiki session with me, you can find out information about the services that I offer on my website, which is in the description box, but I'll give it here too. And that is www.amista, amista.info, info. All my contact information is there as well. So once you've taken a peek at that, just get a hold of me and we'll get you scheduled quickly. All right, so Leos for Friday, September the 28th. La, da, da, da. Oh, thank you for the new thumbs up. I appreciate that. Leos, what you have showing up here is the Two of Swords in reverse. Two of Swords in reverse tells me that, Leos, you're having a hard time dealing with some indecision on Friday. There is some type of decision that you are wanting to make. You want to make a final decision is what I'm hearing. And you're having a hard time with that because you feel like you don't really have all the information you need to know for sure that you're making that decision in a fair way. Okay. So that's what we've got going on with Leos. Next up are Virgos for Friday, September the 28th. Virgos, it seems like you have a lot on your mind and a lot that seems kind of chaotic in your life right now. Okay, so what you had fall out is the Queen of Swords in reverse, Virgos. Oh, that explains a lot on your mind. There's someone that you're cutting off. Someone that you're just saying, you know what, I've had enough of your silliness. Don't call me. Don't come visit me. I'm just done. So that's what that Queen of Swords in reverse means. Cutting off communication with somebody. And I can see why, with all the energy that was coming out while I was shuffling that deck, there's a lot of chaos and a lot of just confusion and kind of some craziness going on. So I think that you're deciding, you know what, that's enough confusion and craziness. I have to be able to live my own life, and this is too much of a distraction. I can't keep up with what's going on with us. This has to go. So you're cutting off communication with somebody, Virgos. Libras, Friday, the 28th of September. Happy birthday, Libras. We are in your sun sign, so if you would like to schedule a live reading with me, I do offer a 25% discount as a way of saying happy birthday to you if you call me to set up that reading sometime during your sun sign time. So let's see what card comes out for you, Libras. La, da, da, da. You guys feel like you're very focused right now. You're focused. You've got all your ducks in a row. And the card comes up, the King of Pentacles. You guys are feeling very abundant. You're feeling like you have plenty. You have plenty even to share. All right. And you're making things happen that involve finances on Friday, taking care of business. In fact, I have one Libra friend that hopefully will be moving into a new house on Friday. So this could be talking about something like that. New house, new car, new cell phone, something along those lines, but something that is along the lines of provision financially. Okay. All right. Let's move on to Scorpio for Friday, September the 28th, 2018. See what we get, fellow Scorpios. Scorpios, Scorpios. We're showing up as the Queen of Bows here. In this deck, the Queen of Bows talks a lot about doing things behind the scenes, not necessarily doing things for credit, but doing things because we feel like they will make a difference. And that's what I feel like is going on with us on Friday. We're doing things to help make a difference. Scorpios, that's us. All right, next we have Sagittarius for Friday, September the 28th. Jennifer Bivens, hey, it looks like Diane already answered your question. So now we're on to Sagittarius. Congratulations to you for standing up for yourself, my dear. I saw your comment the other day. Sagittarius. Oh, thank you for the new thumbs ups. I appreciate that. Yeah, I understand that. It gets hard because you end up missing them too before it gets to the other side where you're like, you can know you did the right thing and still miss someone. Anyway, I'm wishing you the best. Mark DeFries, hello. I'm fantastic, my dear. How are you? You've got a few more signs till Pisces comes up. Willie Dog's mama, hey, chica. Chica to you. A few more signs before Pisces comes up, my dear. This is for Sagittarius. What we do have is the High Priestess in reverse. High Priestess in reverse does talk about confusion, especially confusion around emotions. So confused emotions, emotional turmoil, just having a hard time seeing things clearly. Things get kind of obscured because of the emotional turmoil when the High Priestess shows up in reverse. Okay. Isn't that funny? That was just what I was trying to tell you, Jennifer. Even though you know what you're doing, it can be emotionally tough when you know you're doing the right thing. Oh, you're an Aquarius? I've got you. Well, a little sooner than I thought then. I don't know why I was thinking you were Pisces. Well, I'm glad you're here too, Willie Dog's mama. You always add good energy to the room. La, da, 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 da. I think it's going to continue to be emotional for a little while, Jennifer. At least for tomorrow. Capricorn. For Friday, September the 28th. Here's your card, my dears. Here's your card. Capricorns, what you have here is the Four of Swords. Four of Swords is telling me that you are taking a rest or a downtime. Generally, this is a forced downtime, meaning that there is some reason outside of your control that you are not able to do all the things that you would normally do. Okay? I had this card come up for me once, and then my computer went toes up, so I couldn't do my videos and stuff like that. I've seen somebody have this card come up, and they had broken their arm, so they couldn't do the normal work that they did in a warehouse. So it's stuff that's outside of our control that keeps us from doing everything we would normally do. And the other thing to know about this is that it also gives us time to think about things we normally would not consider. And so we kind of go into this with one mindset or one perspective. And a lot of times we come out of this looking at things in a very different way. And so it's actually a positive move forward. But it's like the universe had to kind of shut us down, or at least, cut down the amount of things that we were doing so we would have time to consider this and come up with that new perspective. So that's for Capricorns. Excuse me, guys. Next, we are looking at Aquarius. La da da da, la da da da. Okay, Aquarius. What you're showing up with on Friday is the Knight of Wands in reverse. Knight of Wands to me is, if you'll excuse my French, he's a flake or he's a flighty guy. So it may be that you are kind of flaking out on some things or you're being flighty about something. It may be that you had made up your mind one way about something, and a couple of days later or 20 minutes later, maybe even, you're thinking completely the different direction, the opposite direction. And so things that you had agreed to and had been, setting up, you may be going back and reneging on those and saying, you know what, after second thoughts, I don't think that's such a good idea. I think I want to go this other direction. So this is going to be a day where there's changes of direction. This is not a card of confusion, interestingly enough. This is not a card that talks about confusion. This is a card that really, it just talks about having enough good ideas, having a lot of good ideas, and, flipping directions on those ideas. I wouldn't call this confusion. I don't feel like you're stuck trying to make up your mind about something. But I just feel like you're changing your mind about something. Okay. And probably way more than one something. Okay. And so that's for Aquarius. Pisces, Pisces, Pisces for Friday, September the 28th. Quite welcome. Quite welcome. Alrighty. Friday, September 28th. Pisces people. Just keep swimming, swimming, swimming. Okay, so Pisces, here's what we have showing up for you guys. You have the hooded man in reverse. The hooded man in reverse would be similar to the hermit card in another deck. And this just talks about, for me, when this card comes up in reverse, it talks about that you have taken some time to look inside yourself, to really be thinking about some things. You've probably taken some alone time to really be examining some things about yourself. And now, by the end of, what are we looking at, Friday? By the end of Friday, you're going to be ready to be out and about and in the world and, communicating with the people that you normally communicate with, maybe even communicating with other people and broadening the quantity of people that you interact with on Friday, Pisces. So you've had some time to think some things over, and now you're ready to be out and be social. All right. Well, that covers everybody. Thank you guys for coming in here and keeping me on my toes. I certainly do appreciate it. Thank you also, those of you who have liked the video. I appreciate that. I also appreciate those of you who have shared this video. The more people I get to help, the happier that makes me because I love what I do. So I'm in a really good position. Thank goodness. Anyway, thank you all for being here and for supporting me because without you guys, I wouldn't have the opportunity to do this. So everybody have an absolutely fantastic, wonderful, thrilling, and peaceful day. And I'll see you guys the next time. Peace out.